Hey guys, welcome back. I have not been on this channel in so long. I just want to take you guys through a new book haul that I got. I got like 40 books for under $200. I want to say like under 150, but I'm not sure. I got so many books and I want to start posting on here again, so that's what we're going to be doing. But I wanted to show you guys kind of like what you can expect from my channel, and also I'm going to go over all the books I got and show you my little book setup that I've got going on. So first and foremost, I was posting on here like a year or two ago, and then I got super embarrassed because like, why am I sharing my thoughts? Like, nobody cares. But then now I'm kind of back at the stage where I want to share my thoughts. Like, I don't care if anybody cares. I just want to talk. I want to talk about the books I read. And normally I talk to my mom because she likes the types of books I read, but she doesn't have time to read. So I'm like, okay, here's what's going on. Here's the plot. Here are the characters. Here's what's happening. Here's what I think is going to happen. And then here's what actually happened. And I like being able to talk to somebody like in the middle of reading. So I thought I would just start doing these videos again. First, I wanted to start with my book haul though. That way you guys can kind of get a feel for like the types of books I like. You can see if this channel is like gonna fit for you, or if you're just somebody who likes background noise. I do plan to do my book reviews in a way where if you haven't read the book, you can still kind of understand what I'm talking about. Obviously still read the book. Like, I'm not gonna give you a full summary, but I do want it to be just like background noise if that's what you're looking for. But if not, I want you to be able to follow along and be interested in what I'm talking about. So before we get into the book haul for this video, I did want to tell you guys how my channel is gonna work. So I'm planning to do 2 videos a week. It might be 1 video a week at first, but I think I want to do 2 videos a week. I film for work, and so if I'm already gonna have my hair and makeup done, I might as well film a book talk video. So the way the structure of it is gonna work, I'm gonna break my current reads into 3 different parts. So beginning, middle, and end, and those will be 3 separate videos. And in between those videos will be different videos. So like a full review of a different book I've already read, or for example, one coming up is Misery by Stephen King, book versus movie, because I watched the movie after I read the book and I want to give you all my thoughts. So it'll alternate between my current read, some other video, my current read, some other video, my current read, and we're just gonna keep doing that. I read about 4 to 6 books a month, just depending. Sometimes I read less, sometimes I read more. It just depends on the month and what I've got going on. So yeah, that's kind of how the structure is gonna go. So if you are reading along with me, you'll have, you know, a video or 2 in between to get caught up, but still have content to watch. Sorry if you can hear her on the microphone. Anyway, so let's get into the haul. So how this haul happened was I was on Depop. I sell clothes on Depop. I buy clothes on Depop. I was on Depop and I saw that this book, okay, you have to sit down. You gotta sit down. This book that I was looking at had a little thing at the top that said free shipping. And so I thought it was like a one-time deal. And I was like, oh, well, let me buy this book with free shipping because it was a cheap book. And also I hate paying shipping. So I was like, let me buy this while it's got free shipping. And then I saw it didn't go away, and I use Reddit. So I checked Reddit, and Reddit was like, guys, what is going on? We have free shipping on everything forever. That's what it seemed like. So I started buying so many books, and so we're gonna go through all the books I read. I'm not gonna take them off my shelf and show you just because I just organized this yesterday and I don't want to mess everything up, but I am gonna show you on screen which books, and we're gonna talk about why I got each one and my thoughts. I'm so excited. I'm so excited to show everybody all the books I got. So let's go ahead and get started. I basically paid $3 to $4 per book, the average. There were a couple books I paid like $6, or I don't think I paid more than $6 total for a book in this entire haul. Some of the books I got for $1, some I got for $2, $3. I think average was $3 to $4 per book. So I'm very excited about that. I also sold a ton of books, so this is not my full collection. I sold a lot. Also, you can't see behind me, there's more books, but I did sell quite a few books that I was like very happy to part with, and I will talk about those in another video. But let's just get started with the haul and what I ended up getting from this huge sale that Depop had. Okay, so I had read People We Meet on Vacation by Emily Henry. Is this distracting? She likes the lights that I have on. The People We Meet on Vacation by Emily Henry. I really liked it. I didn't love it. Like, I wouldn't recommend. It was a 3-star for me, and 3-star for me is like good, but I wouldn't recommend. Like, I'm not going out of my way to tell people about it. However, I have thoughts on the movie. I'm just gonna tell you my thoughts right now, but I'll probably do an in-depth comparison. I love the movie. I watched the movie. This is embarrassing. I watched the movie probably a couple times a month since it's come out. It just came out this year. I love it. I love it. The main characters are just so, I just love them. I love them together. I love them as people. Like, their characters are so good, and I'm so glad she made the characters brunettes instead of blondes. I just loved it. I love it so much. I live in a sucker for love, as you'll see, like, in the books that I've gotten, but I just loved it so much. Okay, anyway, so I went ahead and got the entire collection of Emily Henry books. So I got Funny Story, Beach Read, Book Lovers, and Happy Place, which I read Happy Place in July, so you'll see my review of that pretty soon. And I honestly hate the way, like, just a random thought, but I hate the way she does her spines of her books different than the front cover. I think the front covers are so cute. I wish the color wrapped around to the spine, but the spines are all different. I don't like that. Anyway, that's just a random. So then I got 2 books by Tessa Bailey, which I didn't even realize they were the same author. I got Too Hot to Handle just because I thought the cover was really cute, and I believe this one was like $1 or $2. So I just went ahead and grabbed it. And then It Happened One Summer is also by her, and I just thought that one looked really cute too. And then I got A Court of Mist and Fury all the way through Silver Flames. I have read the first ACOTAR. I have not read the rest. So I got this entire collection for like $3 to $4 per book. I'm so excited. I think I got $4, $4, $3, $4. So are you kidding me? I was so excited, especially because I've heard weird things about Sarah J Maas, so I didn't necessarily want to like give her my money. So I'm so excited that I got those secondhand. Then I got Terms and Conditions and Final Offer as a part of the what is it, Dreamland Millionaire or Billionaire Millionaire series, because I had the first book, and I made this mistake a long time ago when I was buying a ton of books where I didn't want to buy the whole series because what if I didn't like it, but I bought the first book of a ton of series, and then I was like, okay, well, I don't want to read it if I don't have the rest of the books. So I went ahead and got those. Those were like the first 2 purchases that I made, those 2 books. So I got those 2. I got One Golden Summer, and it's so cute. It is a Barnes & Noble limited edition cover, I think, and it's like got like glitter in it, or it's like sparkly. I don't know how to describe it, but it's so cute. It's so cute. I read Every Summer After by Carly Fortune, and I loved it. Her other 2 books that I've read by her I did not love. Meet Me at the Lake, I felt like very weird about the end. I was just like, what is going on? Like, what did I just read? And then the other one, This Summer Will Be Different. I listened to that one on audiobook, so I do feel like maybe if I physically read it, I would feel differently. I just didn't feel what I wanted to feel from it. So I don't know why I grabbed another Carly Fortune book, but the cover was just too cute to pass up. So I got that one. I got The Love Hypothesis just because I've seen everybody read it, and I'm like, okay, it's got to be cute. And also, I don't know if it's a part of a series, if it's the first one, or if they're all like standalones, but I need to look into that before I read it. And same with Icebreaker. I got that one too. I got Serpent and Dove because I'm trying to dip my toes into fantasy, and I honestly don't know where to start. So if you read fantasy, please let me know in the comments like what your favorite are. I'm not afraid of spice, but I'm also, I hate YA books. Like, I want something, I don't know. I feel like a lot of the recommendations I get for fantasy are YA, and I'm like, I'm not trying to read that. So if you have any recommendations, let me know. Then I got, oh my gosh, you guys, I got The Hunting Party and The Guest List by Lucy Foley, which I read the Paris Apartment with my best friend. We did a little buddy read on that one, and it was so fun. And I liked her writing. I've wanted to read The Guest List for so long. I had so much trouble getting this book. I ordered it from someone. They never shipped it. No, I ordered it from someone. It came so damaged, and I got a refund, sent it back. I got another one. I ordered another one. They never shipped it, so that order got canceled. And I happened to just, on the last date that order was gonna get canceled, I went ahead and bought it from somebody else because I just figured it wasn't gonna come, and it didn't. And thankfully I did that because then the next day the free shipping sale ended. So I got really lucky with that book, and it's in great condition. I got 20 Years Later. That was the first book I got. That was the one that I saw the free shipping banner across, and I was like, oh. So I got 20 Years Later. Daisy Darker. I'm not sure why I grabbed this one. I thought it was a Lucy Foley book because of the font. I'll show you guys the spines of Lucy Foley books compared to this book. I've read an Alice Feeney book. It was Rock, Paper, Scissors. I liked it, kind of. I didn't love it, and I didn't intend to buy another book by her. So I'm not sure why I did that, but I did. So we'll see how I feel about this one. Then I got Dead of Winter just because the cover like spoke to me. I was like, oh, I gotta read that. I got The Cabin and I got The Island by Natasha Preston. I read The Island in one day. You guys will hear about that. I loved it. I loved it. It was like a simple read. I do believe they're YA, like in terms of reading level, but it was so good. It was so good. I loved it. So I'm excited to read The Cabin. It's a little bit like immature for me, and I didn't love the way. Also, I'm so sorry if you can hear my dog. I'm assuming because I have this microphone you cannot hear her, but she's tearing something apart right now. I got The Inmate by Frida McFadden. I already have a couple on my shelf from her that I need to read. I got the last 2 books in the Housemaid series because I had only read, no, I got the last book in the Housemaid series because I had only read the first 2, and I like literally just never got around to reading the 3rd one, which I had heard people were like, you don't need to read the 3rd one, like it adds nothing to the story. I disagree, and I will be doing a full thoughts on the Housemaid series. So stay tuned for that, but also I wanted to finish the series. There's no point in not finishing it. So I got the 3rd book. I was super excited about that. I got Middle of the Night by Riley Sager, which I love Riley Sager. I love to have a Riley Sager book on my shelf at all times that I haven't read because I get into like slumps where I'm reading a horrible book, a horrible book, a horrible book. And I'm like, okay, let's go back to Riley. I know it's going to be good. I can't ever predict his twists. I just need a good little, reliable Riley Sager book. I got The Bridesmaid because the cover, I was like, oh, that looks good. Somebody's gonna get killed. And then I got The Rom-Commers and Hello Strangers by Catherine Senner. The Bodyguard by Catherine Senner is so cute. It was a book I read a year or 2 ago. So good. I just remember loving it and being like, oh, I immediately want to reread that. Like I really, really liked it. They're so cute and fast, and like the Bodyguard had like a little mystery aspect to it. So I really liked it, and so I had to grab up her 2 books. And also, let me just show you. I got them both in hardcover, and look at this. This one has the cutest sprayed pages. Pink. I love pink. I just wish there was like a way I could display it to show both. Okay, and then I got The Window and the Woman. I got The Woman in the Window. My mom said she watched the movie on Netflix or Hulu maybe, and she said it was so good. And so I was like, okay, I gotta get the book. The book was in horrible condition, but it was $1, so I was really excited about that. I got The Prisoner because it looked good, it sounded good. I got A Stranger in the House, which sounds really good to me. Not If I Save You First. The Quarry Girls, A Flicker in the Dark. I got Anatomy of an Alibi. Ashley Elston is who wrote Anatomy of an Alibi. I did not even realize that when I picked up that book, but the cover spoke to me, and I was like, when I read it, the back of the book, I was like, oh, that sounds like that's gonna be so good. You guys, then I realized she's the same person that wrote First Lie Wins, which is one of my 5-6 stars of the year this year. So I was like, oh my gosh. So I read that one, and I'll give you my thoughts. But oh my gosh, I was so happy when I found that out because I was like, oh, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be a banger. And then I got Stephen King Misery, which my mom has been telling me about that book forever. She's like, there's this movie Kathy Bates won an award for, like, you have to watch it. You have to watch it. It's about an author, like, you have to watch it. And I was like, well, it's gotta be a book, right? And she's like, yeah, it's a Stephen King book. I was like, okay. So it's been on my TBR for a really long time, and it was so good. And it was so affordable, so I was like, I have to get it. And then we'll get into it when I do my full review. I'm gonna do a review about the book versus the movie and give you all my thoughts, but I got a newer version of the book because I want to keep it forever, and my version was falling apart. So I got Misery. I got Call It What You Want. I believe that's the last one. Call It What You Want. That was just because it was so cute, and that's gonna be the first book we talk about in my current read series. So that video is coming next, part 1 of Call It What You Want. And I'm actually gonna put on screen which chapters I will be reading for part 1. So if you have the book and you wanna read along with me and you wanna catch up, before you watch part 1, these are the chapters, and then part 2 and part 3. But yeah, that's gonna be our first current read. I didn't even mean to round it out like that, where the last book was actually my current read, but that's just how it worked. So anyway, sorry if this was like kind of rambly and I didn't like physically show you the books, but I just want to tell you guys like about my new book collection. I'm so excited. I spent literally nothing for all of those books. I'm so excited. So if you're looking for a bookish friend, that's me. Like I said, I'm going to talk about Call It What You Want Part 1, so the first chunk of it, the beginning, in the next video. Then the video after that is gonna be something unrelated. Then the video after that will be Part 2, unrelated, and then Part 3. And then I'll tell you at the end of Part 3 of whatever book I'm reading what the next book is. That way, if you do want to go ahead and catch up, I'll give you the pages that we're going to read, all of that. If you do want to read along, I don't know if anybody's actually going to do that, but if you want to, if you have the book on your shelf, if you want to go out and buy it, definitely recommend. We can be buddies, we can read together. I do want to apologize. I'm going to watch this video back in a second, but I just want to go ahead and apologize ahead of time if my dog was making so much noise. I have not used this microphone in a long time, so I forget how much it mutes the background, but she was like absolutely tearing up one of her toys. But yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed this little haul. I hope you guys stick around for the rest of my videos. Subscribe if you haven't already. Like this video. Let me know in the comments what you're currently reading, what fantasy books you would recommend. And yeah, if you have a channel, comment so I can follow you and we can be friends. I will see you guys in the next video. Also, I forgot to introduce myself. If you're new here, hi, I'm Samantha. But yeah, okay, I will see you guys in the next one. Bye. Okay, yeah, I just watched that back and you can absolutely hear her in the background. I apologize. I think I forgot to turn on the mute button where it like mutes the sound in the background. So I apologize if she was making too much noise, and she still is as we're speaking, but I will try to fix that for the next one. I hope it wasn't too distracting. I'll try to cut out as much as I can, hopefully, but if you could hear her in the background, I apologize.